do? You're lying on the couch, dog. You got the lovely Sasha J. It's your boy Sean Q. My Tiger Woods swag on. With the close up, I'm Tiger Woods. Back on you. This is dope. That's your motherfucking show.
Why? They like the same shit.
Just don't let my man go fuck nobody. You know why? You want to call? Here I am.
That's a damn shame. Like every episode, though, like I believe if that don't happen, it's gonna be a bad show. Like G shit, that gotta be the case. If that don't happen, it's a bad show. Well, yeah, we in here. What up? What it do? You're 9 tuned to motherfucking Couch Talk. We got the only Sasha J. It's your boy Sean Q. Yeah, man, we how dare they? I'm just say it like that. How dare they? We got a lot to get off our chest tonight, so how fucking dare they?
How dare they?
A little bit later on, we got the owner of Champ Brand Clothing coming through. Champ Brand Clothing, not to be, and we got another one.
Another one. DJ Cali.
Not to be confused with Champs, like not with the C. This is Champ Brand Clothing. This is a company that's a clothing company that is here to legalize marijuana. Like that's like their number one mission statement. That's their goal. Let's legalize it. Let's get it legalized across the world. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the business, and we're gonna talk about how dare they, these motherfuckers out here tripping.
You got me tripping. Oh. Y'all motherfuckers out here tripping.
That's how you feel.
Yeah. Why?
What's going on in your life to me?
Well, I think the title "How Dare They" for today is absolutely perfect, especially after I seen your Snapchat, and then I had the same conversation.
Then I did.
You did. Damn. That's 3 times.
Then I did it. Everybody did it. It's a trio. The show's gonna be great tonight.
But yeah, just like I saw your Snapchat. And seeing your Snapchat and having the same conversation multiple times after seeing your Snapchat, I said, "Oh, that's it. That's the key."
I snap a lot. What you talking about?
You were chilling with Mr. Mr. Big Ren. I said Mr. Big Ren. You were chilling with Big Ren, but you also said you said this chick, she tried to holler at me, and I was looking at her like, your standards, you don't even fit. I mean, my standards. You don't even fit my standards. Like, How dare you? How dare you, bitch? What the hell you say? I said, oh, he don't drop the beat.
Listen, it wasn't that bad. But listen, it's
damn that
bad. Listen, I feel like it's this, right?
Okay.
I understand why women be turning dudes down a lot. I understand it. I understand why y'all be snarling y'all nose up at dudes who, like, you look at them and you be like, motherfucker, you really tried that shit? Like, what about me says that me and you are going to have anything more than a hair or a bone? And that's not even on no disrespectful, like, fuck women, nah, because you know me, I love BBW, so the fact that she was big really had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Like, she just wasn't attractive.
You don't qualify.
Yeah, you like it's certain shit certain criteria you gotta meet up before you just jump in and just get in with me. Fuck that. Like I ain't no poet about it, but you just can't. Nah.
But it's certain things you have to factor into your mind when you're approaching anybody. Like in general, before you approach somebody, you literally go down a checklist in your mind, and it's not a conscious thing; it's a subconscious thing. You tell yourself whether or not you qualify to walk up to this person. So for a lot of people, I be looking like, what gave you the audacity to even think that it was okay to bring your monkey ass over here and say something to me? And then the cute niggas, you don't hear nothing from the cute niggas. It's always the ugly niggas who don't qualify.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because cute niggas get hollered at too. And so sometimes we be feeling like, what's the point? Like, oh, so you don't want me? You don't want me? Alright, well, fuck you then. Keep it going.
So they just wait for the bitch to come holler at them.
Sometimes. It depends on the criteria of the bitch. Like, if we look, like, just how we'll look at a woman and be like, okay, I should probably go say something to her. Mm-hmm. Or we'll look at a woman like, I'm going to wait on the signal because I feel one coming. Like, the vibe, I feel a signal coming. She gonna wave me over some kind of way. And some women would be like, listen, ooh, ooh, just perfect for it. It's perfect. Okay. Because you know how some women be like, how dare you talk to me like that? How dare you disrespect me like that?
Right.
Because we put you in the category of, I really don't want you, but I still fuck the shit out you.
Woo.
So you get that type of conversation. Just saying.
That's fucked up. But I'm not against it though, because it's like, I hit you in the dark now. You can't be telling nobody. You can't be telling nobody.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning you can get it. Like, but anytime before that, it's not happening. What's up, Ashley? What up, Desmond? Latika Jacobs just tuned in. Deidre Houston, my classmate. Hey, listen, I went to her. We graduated. Well, I think we graduated. We finished middle school, 8th grade. Deidre Houston. She had a party that year. The first day out after school just for the summer. My father went to her party. I came home like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I got put on punishment for the whole fucking summer.
But was it worth it though?
No, because I ain't fucked nothing. I was trying. I ain't get none. So
nigga, you stayed out to 5 a.m. and didn't get shit?
Trying. I think I got a little finger play. What's up, Brittany?
Oh, God. I bet you
hey, Eric, the invitation is there.
So I bet your parents really regret letting her have that party.
I don't think they want that.
Especially little niggas like you running around. Oh, you said.
I was trying. I ain't getting nothing.
You snitching.
I ain't had no
they wasn't there. Dang, I hope our parents don't watch our show. That was terrible.
I don't think we reaching there.
Oh, we ain't there yet.
Nah.
Yeah,
so listen,
what I do. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Before Cardi B, her album.
The album was shit. I'm just kidding. Oh, they gonna have my head for this one. The album was absolutely awful.
No.
I'm not gonna say absolutely. That's fucked up. Some of the songs were actually really good. Some were worth listening to. I mean, half of them you already heard because, before she could afford to put out the album, she dropped the songs. Like, it just is what it is. Get to play. But I'm starting to, I don't know, it's a little conspiracy going on here. I gotta dig into my little purse behind.
So what's
conspiracy? I'm trying to figure out how Cardi B is literally taking off like this. Like, have you seen
it ain't been quick though.
Have you been have you seen the kind of shout outs? What P. Diddy?
Oprah
Winfrey?
Like, she got the Oprah shout out though.
What the Erykah Badu?
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you the screen for Cardi B. Cardi B is a person who's a woman who has came up from stripping to the heights that she is now, and not off just her looks. She has a talent behind her. So that gives women in that spectrum who really just look good and really know how to shake their ass, who got a little bit of flavor about them, they give them hope. Because that's a lot of people that want to be Oprah, but can't too many women inspire to really just go be Oprah. Oprah was an anomaly. So you got to look at Cardi B as an anomaly of a stripper who just made it off talent and looks, and she's taking the world by storm. I ain't a fan of it.
This ain't what I expected, though. You know, like little Dusty Cardi with the big old booty coming out and doing things like this. Like, wow.
Turn in a little bit.
Wow. But 2 songs that grabbed my attention is Best Life. I think that's what the name of it. Best Life.
Yeah.
Other song is going to be I Do What I Like. I'm pretty sure that's the names of the songs. If y'all know what I'm talking about, post the shit, because I think them the ones that you need to go listen to. But I'm going to try to pull it up right quick, just so I can let you know for sure
that damn CD all day yesterday. What I took, but she been hurt. That's what I took from her, because she had a whole lot of songs telling my nigga, how could you? She had some turn-up songs. She had some dope-ass features.
I do.
How could I remember such a thing? Because I got put on punishment for the whole fucking summer. Like, how could I forget that? Like, that was a horrible summer. Like, thank my God, my mama worked goddamn third shift. I got out at nighttime.
Do it, son, do better. But yeah, so Best Life and I Do. Best Life is a feature with Chance the Rapper, and I Do is a feature with SZA. And there you go again. Come on, man. Time number 4. You did it twice in one show.
In one show, man.
Yes. But y'all see these thighs, though. I had.
That's what we do.
Okay. Yeah, they had to pay attention to these thighs, though.
And let's pay some bills
real quick. Out a little bit.
While we wait, let's pay some bills real quick.
He just gonna cut off my moment.
I sure did. Today's episode is brought to you by Dreams for Sale. Deal or No Deal, the Indie Artist Showcase. April 28th, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Everybody can be a winner. When I say every artist has a chance to win it all, I really mean it. Every artist. Hosted by Cranman Otto, a panel of judges. We got Chester's own Mr. Chester County D. Simp, my sister King Keach, and the Queen, Bernie Hughes, judging everything y'all people out here doing today. What's on the table? We got a Pandora upload, 30-day video promotion, 24-hour studio session with Hood Rich producer in Atlanta, GA. You can't pass this one up, people. Oh, we got more, though. Worldwide promo, 30,000 radio stations, free performance in ATL, photo shoot by EMD Photography, 6 beats from Hood Rich producer. I'm talking 6 beats. Okay, then. Album cover art, logo, plus 100 CDs, and a free performance in MIA. Now, if you an artist of any caliber, you want to get your butt down to Carolina Hall on April 28th. That's 119 College Street, Chester, South Carolina, 29706. We got Shine Time in the building, APNG, Dreams for Sale, Skrilla Camp, my sister King Keach, Grind City Limits. For more information, call 678-439-7177. Now, let's get back to the show.
Yeah.
Alright, back to it. Back to it. After a quick commercial break.
After a quick commercial break.
I would like to know, how dare they, Sean?
How dare they what? Like, you keep saying that shit.
How dare they? I don't know how to put this one. How dare they come and try to make themselves at home in your own space?
Ooh.
How dare they?
So that was a fucking stay.
Yeah, like trying to do a whole fucking days in, like, nigga, this ain't no red roof, boy. You got.
So listen. So.
Pusher.
Are we talking about you or are we talking about somebody else?
Just in general. How dare they? Have you ever had people come in and crouch upon your space and like think that it's okay? Like, how dare you? This is not your space. This is my space. Now, I invited you in, and ain't your mama ever told you about overstaying your welcome?
Yeah.
You ain't welcome no more. How dare they? People try to move in on you now.
That's like breaking code number 1. Like, first of all, like, if you're not smashing on like a regular basis, I mean like a couple times a week, you have no right to assume that you can just spend the night. Like, that's just facts. You have no right to assume that you can just spend the night.
Say that one more time.
Listen, if you're not smashing on a consistent basis, I mean a couple times a week, you have no right to assume that you can spend the night.
Ain't that the truth?
Like, because that's tough. Because that's awkward. That's awkward as hell when, like, after y'all finish and you like,
it's supposed to be like,
alright, it's time to go in it.
It's supposed to be like a smash session. That's what smashing was. Smashing was to go, do what you do, and get on, right?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers trying to shack up. Shack up. That's against the code.
Says, how dare you, Sasha?
How dare I what? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
She know more than I do.
I mean, I just want to know, how dare you? How dare you think you about to come lay up in my shit? How dare you?
How do you break the news to them? Because there's a couple ways you can do that.
It is a couple ways you
There's
can
a
do
couple
that.
ways you can break the news to tell the motherfucker, hey, yeah.
What's a couple ways that y'all would get somebody to get up out your space? Be it your man's, your woman, like whatever. Just be like, hey, you got to go. I know one way I do it. I just be like, listen, honey, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.
What you gonna tell somebody that?
Yeah, like, hey, sorry, baby, you got to go. How would you do it, Sean? You seem like you'll be an easygoing nigga, like, so, what are you doing later?
It's been times, it just depends on the person. There you go again. Because if you're that caliber of lady that I really didn't want to do it with, and then you start acting a little too friendly at the end of things, hey, no, stop.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
But nah, for niggas say go to sleep.
No, because then they still in your house. You're still in my house.
No, you can't
go to
stay.
sleep. You can't
like,
stay.
I ain't with that.
I can't sleep till you gone. No.
Like, nah, like, no. Especially if I put it on you good. Now you acting all weird and shit. Like, nah.
I'm trying to turn to my wife and my husband and shit. Like,
that when pictures started getting taken and all kind of shit. Like, nah. You gotta go.
D talking about some, I don't give a fuck if we smashing that often. It still don't entitle you to spend the night. Take this washcloth. Oh, hold up, she got more. Wipe that limp dick and hit the door.
God, that's tough. That's tough. But that's how you get it to. You just give them the washcloth. Like, here you go.
I'm sweet though. I won't even give you the washcloth. I'm gonna wash for you because I want you to.
See, that's what make a nigga think he can stay right now.
Hell no.
Oh, she bathed me.
Nope, I'm
She bathed me.
Alright, pants, shoes. No.
That's just an awkward moment. So this is a teachable moment right now. I know we just talking, but this is a teachable moment to all y'all out there. Like, just assume that it's you have a time limit on how long you can stay, because it can get awkward after that. Because you can lose it all after that. You can put down some good sex, and then you make it awkward afterwards, and that's all she remembers, that awkward moment that y'all had.
That's true.
So, like, just assume that you're gonna leave. Ask if you're not too sure.
I mean, I feel like you'll know if it's time for you to stay tonight. Okay. You'll know.
The guest here. Go ahead, continue.
It's just common courtesy to automatically assume that you're not staying the night, that you have to go. You have to get the fuck up out of there. If it ain't your man's, if it ain't your woman, don't try to get up in their sheets and cuddle and roll around and shit. It's not a good idea. You're sure to get your feelings hurt. Sure. And tell them Sasha J told you.
All right, we're introducing this owner and founder.
Owner and founder.
Owner and founder. Okay, I made sure I had it right. I put it in the title. So
Champs Brand Clothing.
Champs Brand Clothing. Sitting up kind of high. Yeah. I got a little. I'm tall, so but I still get little man syndrome. Dude like tower over me. I feel bad.
I hear you. I don't like it either.
Okay, I appreciate you coming. Like you rushing, you breathing hard.
Right.
Like.
Did you run up the stairs?
Busy man.
I need everybody to know your girl Sasha J got some bread.
I got some bread.
She got some bread. This is nice. This is a nice apartment complex. It's big too.
Don't be telling my business out here in the streets. Don't be telling my business like that.
I was looking for one number. I found every number but that number.
Well,
I'm on the whole tour.
Now you're here.
You here now? Thank you, because I know you busy. You told me about your schedule, boy. You moving.
I ended up performing the day after I got off the phone with
you. For real? How did that go?
It was cool. It was Maya Angelou was from Winston-Salem. That's where I live. It was a little thing in the park celebrating her what would have been her 90th birthday.
Okay.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, we were in the park, and one of my other partners for another endeavor I got going on decided to volunteer me to spit some poetry. So.
Oh, he's a poet.
So that's all we gotta do. That's all I gotta do is volunteer, and you just spit something.
Oh, I mean, I'm always ready.
Okay, we're gonna get to that.
Mister.
We're gonna get to that. What's up, Donnie?
Now my phone is over there charging.
Okay.
I want to do some new shit, so I gotta have my phone.
I'm with it. We're gonna get that in a little later. But let's talk about this Champ Brand Clothing. I wanted to make sure I emphasized on Champ Brand Clothing because I don't want y'all to get it confused with Champ. You know, none of that.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna let you talk. How did it start? You know, where did you get the idea? And what we driving for? Because I'm with you.
So basically, I'm a Ram. I go to Winston-Salem State University.
Okay.
This is not my first go at college. It's not my first degree, but I went back because they paid me to. So, so I'm taking a bunch of radical classes, radical tradition, hip-hop and feminism, those type of classes. And in those type of classes, you have a lot of discussions about, what's wrong with the world, how those that have the power are doing those that don't dirty. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that came up was drug sentencing disparities. And for some reason, out of all the stuff we talked about, that made me upset. And my professor kind of challenged me. He was like, so you mad, but what you gonna do about it? And I had a pre-existing skill set as a graphic designer. Mm-hmm. So, after some, thinking and some discussions with him, and then some discussions with my manager for the poetry, his name is Aaron Farewell, AJ Farewell, I kind of decided to move forward with this, and I felt like it was a thing where all the vibrations were right and everything was happening at the right time, because immediately after, getting the website off the ground, my manager reached out to the Dungeon family. For those of you who are not hip hop heads, all you need to know is the most famous members of the Dungeon family are Big Boy and Andre 3000, Killer Mike, Sleepy Brown,
Big Gill.
Yeah. So you know, I don't know how old your viewers are. You know, they think Atlanta rap started with the Migos, but
don't try people like that.
But yeah, so they reached out. I've actually got the clothes in several dispensaries in Colorado and in California. So it kind of just took off. This has been a 3-month process that just blew up really quick and trying to balance everything I got going on. So yeah, Champ Brand Clothing.
Champ Brand Clothing. So let's talk about 420. What you got planned for 420?
Okay, on 420, I gotta pay you a deposit, by the way.
I just thought about it. I put him on the spot.
I just thought about it. We got a power shoot coming up. We got 7 different photographers, some of which we're still working out the details. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to speak on who they are quite yet, but yeah. So 7 different photographers. You shoot for $75. You shoot with 7 photographers. If you have more than 5 people, you shoot for half of that, which is $37.50. But you know, who's counting the change, right?
Coming is gone.
But yeah, so that's what we got going on.
So would that be open to the public, or
that's definitely open to the public?
Okay.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to offset the cost of shooting 20 models in one day. Yeah. And we chose 420, of course, because that's the day everybody celebrates marijuana.
Marijuana.
And actually, I don't use the word marijuana often. I use cannabis because when you study the history of how the criminalization of marijuana or cannabis came about, marijuana was a word that was made up. It's very racist in its whole basis. They said it made black men and Hispanic men aggressive towards white women. So
yeah, that's listen. I take you back even further if you really want to get into it. It actually started when Christians took over because all the other ethnic groups were using drugs, not necessarily just marijuana. They were using drugs to try to reach the gods. When Christians came along, they were like, nah, Jesus is the only way to reach God. So they took out any other religion that had anything to do with drugs. So you know,
some of your viewers may disagree, but I got a simple premise that knocks out the idea that marijuana is sinful, right? You had the Garden of Eden, right? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about from a Christian perspective.
From a Christian standpoint, okay.
God said you can eat of any tree. And tree was really meaning plant. Any plant in the garden except for these 2. Tree of good and evil knowledge, tree of life, right? So you know the story. They disobeyed. He cut off their access to the two trees.
Yeah,
he put an angel to guard that, but everything else we still had access to.
Marijuana.
So if we still got access to it,
it's not a sin because he left it here for us.
Right. So I mean,
but he also left cocoa plants here too, and I don't think really those are pretty good.
Yeah, great.
I'm just saying. Now, he didn't, but see, he left cocoa plants here. Mm-hmm. You can chew that, be good, get a little rush, be done with it. Now, what you do with it when you add chemicals and all of that, he didn't leave that here. We created that from what he left here.
So your fight to legalize marijuana, does it stem from a personal use to where you're a user and you're like, I want it to be legal so I can use it, or is it I want what has been done wrong to us corrected?
I feel like I came full circle. First of all, 420 is not only the date of the power shoot, but it's also my birthday.
Okay.
And,
you was meant for this.
Right. I used to smoke like it was my job. Like I got like money for every blunt I faced. That's how I smoke. But I slowed way down because it's hard to do everything that I got to do. Some kind of way, everybody I always deal with ends up having indicas. And if you know the difference between indicas and sativas, one's a body high, gives you munchies more than the other, makes you sleepy. And some kind of way, no matter how much I have the conversation, I always end up with the I always end up with the indicas, and they just can't get it right. The only time I can get it right is when I'm at a like professional dispensary. And
why did you smoke when you smoked? What was the reason for it?
Well, I'm an artist.
Okay.
It allowed me to go places in my art that I might not go sober. I like being high.
Okay.
Still like being high. It's just a matter of time and what I have to do, who I have to do it with, and just a level of professionalism. I don't hide it well. I don't. Yeah. My natural personality is so up that when I smoke, I'm down, and everybody who knows me knows that something's up.
Yeah.
So, in order to maintain a certain level of professionalism and continuity, if you would have it through from start to finish with my presentation to whoever I may be doing business with, I just had to chill that out. And the more I did business, the less I smoked. But I mean, I got some at the crib right now. It's just a matter of, I told you I didn't smoke like that. I didn't tell you I didn't smoke.
I've never been a tree smoker. I can't hold my high. That's one high I can't hold. Like, I can do a lot of things, but that's not one of them. And like you said, my personality itself is so out there, so bubbly and so bright that when I smoke, I just get dim like a damn light. Just turn the bitch down. She got turned all the way down. I be over in the corner like.
Not I said the little black guy. I feel great. I feel great when I'm up there. But when I used to be up there, maybe I'm.
I mean, and the crazy thing is, I could do it as a kid, but I can't do it as an adult. As an adult, I like shut down. I don't know. Don't ask me.
I say you're just not smoking the right stuff.
Oh, whatever.
You got the same problem. You keep getting a hold of indica, get you a sativa, and you be straight.
Be ready to go.
Should there be an age limit on smoking weed? Do you think so?
Good question.
On smoking that tree?
I feel like
ganja?
I feel like anything regulated is gonna have to. I feel like in order for legalization to succeed, some regulations have to come about. I actually did a lot of research because I'm a scholar. That's what I do. I actually have a book.
Look at this nigga over here blowing his own horn. Toot, beep,
I'm
beep,
just
and
saying.
shit.
I have
He's
a book
called
Legalizing Marijuana. You definitely should check it out if you You should definitely check it out if you are interested in the actual studies related to the legalization of marijuana. And one of them was, would legalizing marijuana lead to an increase in the use of minors? First of all, a minor can buy vitamins. Now, I'm not saying that marijuana has the same benefits as vitamins, but I am.
Okay. Talk that talk. Let's get on.
It has actually better, in my opinion, and not even in my opinion, the science shows it.
It's a natural medicine.
They actually just released a study that said that CBDs, which I try to educate. So you have THC, which is tetrahydrocannabinol. One of our shirts just says that written out. But
niggas don't know.
But that's the compound that gets you high in weed. But there's also other forms of cannabis that don't get you high, but they have very high medicinal value. Yeah. And that is your cannabinoids, your CBDs, and with that, I feel like I just lost my train of thought. I'm sober, but I lost my train of thought.
So that's why I feel like it should be an age limit. Because kids growing up, trying to navigate through life and let that go. So
I mean, I feel like, okay, you legalize marijuana. And I'm not trying to go against what you believe in, what you think should happen. But just like alcohol, just like medications, do you feel that the government will eventually take over it so much so that you'll turn it down? Like, I turn down a lot of things that come over the counter that are regulated by the U.S. because of the simple fact that they like to manipulate things. They like to change things. Once it becomes a hot commodity, they find ways to give us substitutes and fake forms of what was original, like
spice.
There you go. That's one of them. I just want to know, do you think that legalizing marijuana will change the form of marijuana? So it'll put you in a place where you don't even want it? Should you leave it in that nook and cranny and let it be what it be? And yeah, I mean, I understand what people go to jail for and all this other stuff, but should you take it? That's a safety zone right there, kind of. Like, yes, you can go to jail for it because they don't have control of it. And once you give them control of it, the whole element of having weed in your life could change, because once they get control, they're gonna change it up for you anyway.
That's scary.
You might be putting it on a platter to be disregarded.
Even Martin Luther King said, "I've led my people into a burning house," and that's what could happen to marijuana.
That's true. I mean, that's just my thought. I don't know.
I appreciate that quote. I really do. I would agree with you, except for that most legalization legislation provides for the permissions for you to grow your own. So I think that's the caveat there. Like, yes, I do think that would happen, except for that you give me a seed. I mean, yeah, you got genetically modified.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, you got genetically modified organisms, but at the end of the day, the appeal for a lot of people, you got to remember, it's a business at the end of the day, and the appeal for a lot of people is that regardless of the negative press, it's a safe. You know, you never heard about anybody ODing on marijuana. It's a safe high that at the end of the day, and I'm gonna tell you guys something that you may or may not know. You ingest enough nutmeg, you're gonna start seeing shit. It's a hallucination.
I just heard that.
Yeah.
I just heard that.
So it becomes, what are people doing? Because I truly believe if people just started snorting nutmeg would be illegal. Because that's just because now the price of nutmeg goes up. We gotta control the money.
Control it.
So,
that's true. I mean, once again, yeah, you said you can grow your own, but where do you get the seed from?
My thing
You're still searching for what used to be an organic thing, but it's no longer, like, you know what I'm saying? You're still trying to find, is this okay for me to get? Is this seed okay for me to plant? Like, y'all can do it myself.
Then you're going to get into the whole, this is an organic seed.
Yeah,
this
right.
Is a process.
It's all bullshit.
Well, they already have that.
Even with our food,
they already have that. They have genetically, I mean, back in the day, weed only got you so high. Yeah. But now they're combining strains, and I mean, that American University has a whole degree. It's cannabis science degree. Like I just encourage like 10 people on watching your show to go back to school. but no, really.
What's up, big meat?
It's definitely a whole degree in that in DC at American University.
My thing is the people, because I understand how people can get. Right now it's a booming market, so a lot of people have peak interest in wanting to get into the cannabis world. But once that star power of getting into the cannabis business fades, when people start to get lazy again, because back in the day people used to butcher their own meat. Now everybody's going to the grocery store to get their meat.
That's right.
Because certain laws and regulations were put in place around it to make you go here. And then when they start forcing you into the Walmart of weed growing, shit can get scary.
That's true. And what happens to the drug dealers? People who make their money off of this? Like, what happens to them?
Okay.
Their lifestyle diminishes. They don't got it no more.
See, now you're talking about where I'm very much conflicted.
Okay.
On one hand, I feel like it's a civil rights issue because you got brothers locked up on their third strike for 30 plus years, for life even, off marijuana charges, right? Mm-hmm. And that ain't right, especially when it's a disproportionate amount. They're not locking up white people with money to beat the case like that. Yeah. So then that becomes a civil rights issue. But on the other hand, if you have a felony, you can't open a dispensary. So now you've essentially created an opportunity, but locked the very people who in the past profited from the illegal form of the opportunity out of the, so you created, so that too is a civil rights issue.
Yeah.
That's crossing over to trying to keep my black man down, and I ain't got time for that shit. You gonna let him do what he been doing for his life and let him keep making that money for his family, or we gonna have a problem. Hey, I might need to.
That's what I'm scared of as well with the legalization of it, because I wanted to be legalized, but these are just my conflicting issues with legal. I'm not. I'm with you. These are just my conflicting issues. I just wanted to hear somebody else's opinion on it. If they do, when they do legalize, because this is going to happen, when they do legalize it, and the street hustler that was supporting you know, his family off of it, who maybe can't get into it because he has a felony. Like, you're gonna take his only source of income away too.
I think now, I wasn't gonna do this. I didn't come here planning to do this, but I think I'm gonna give you guys an exclusive real quick.
Okay.
What we're currently working on is developing with, you know, some people who really have made money investing in cannabis industries, because I feel like that's an answer for. But we're looking at putting classes and workshops and creating an online university where you can pay a little bit of money and you can get access to a wealth of knowledge that is exclusive to the Champ brand on how to invest in companies, because I feel like that is the back door to making money off of this. No, maybe you can't with your felony own a dispensary, but maybe you can drop your ill-gotten, and I only say ill not because I feel like it's ill, but because society deems it an ill-gotten gain.
I was just trying to feed my dog.
Right. I say get it how you live. Really, that's really how I feel. Like, people always talk about, well, you harming the community. But my thing is, drugs weren't put in the community by people who lived in the community. It's a known fact that drugs were put, and then. Is marijuana even a drug when we're talking about marijuana? But it's just in the bigger picture of all things that are labeled a drug. We know that LSD was developed by government scientists who were trying to figure out a way to control minds.
Oh, don't get me on started.
Cocaine was a way to break up the momentum that was found that was created by the civil rights movement. I only keep going back to the Bible because that's my belief system.
Oh, really?
That's funny. You funny.
We'll get into it.
Why look at the camera like this?
We'll get into it.
But, whether you believe the Bible as a series of anecdotes that are just, basic instructions before leaving Earth, that something you can learn from, or you believe in it as the Word of God.
Okay.
But whatever you believe, it's things you can take from it. It's a book of wisdom.
Listen, I've always said, me personally, I said I can learn something from crackheads. Crackhead done taught me some G shit. So there's been a book written that through the times have led people to living a better life. There's definitely has to be some wisdom.
So check this out. And I just only bring this up because of what I said about breaking up unity. And that's where I think I want to take Chain Brand Clothing. Yeah, we're creating income, donating part of it to the legalization efforts. But more so, I want to take the funds I generate, the funds I keep, and then reinvest them into the community. One of those ways is through the investment education. But also, and the thing is, when you learn how to invest in companies that are related to cannabis, then you learn how to invest, period. Because it's the same.
Do that. My nigga Chuck say he be investing. I ain't mean to put your money out there, but he said he
I see that hat. It look like he spent a grip on that hat. He got it.
Rich broke.
But yeah. So the thing about unity is, you hear the story of the Tower of Babel when all languages were broken up into different languages, and people separated according to the language they spoke. But the thing that strikes me about that story is God said, I have to intervene because they speak the same language and they are of the same mind. So they will succeed unless I stop them. So that tells me that if we're unified, the only thing that can stop us is a higher power. But these people that are on the same level as us can't stop us if we're unified.
Are you talking unified? How are we going to unify? Through what? Like what are we going to
unified in anything? If the three of us set out to do something and we speak the same language and we have the same mind, we'll eventually accomplish it.
Oh, facts. Because
we're moving together. I mean, Cal, we sitting here on a platform that the two of you created in unity.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if we
look at you, you like that shit.
I did.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, if we come together and say, okay, we're going to take advantage of this opportunity, and in my case, it's the opportunity of income produced by legal marijuana, then we can take this so much further than just getting high legally, walking down the street getting high. So that's my thing.
I'm like I said again. I'm with you.
I like the idea.
we all need to come together. I heard a story about a group of it was 10 Mexicans. They every week out of their paycheck they put $200 in the pot. No, it was 11. The 11th man always got the $200 from everybody at the end of the week. So every week it came Joe, it just rotates to the next man up, next man up, next man up. Now would you work with now that was just the dopest shit ever because I seen how everybody came together and said, all right, we're gonna put $200 in here to help my brother out. And 11 man always get the big pot of everybody's $200. So yeah, you're right. You gotta come up. That's really the only way to beat the system and to do things. So I understand you have a partner. I wish he would have been here so he can speak for himself. But how is your working relationship going along to move Champ Brand Clothing further?
Well, he's a manager, so that's what he does. I believe you've met him.
I have met him.
But
he said that's true.
Yeah, he's very about what he's about,
okay.
and
that's
I'm a creative, so I'm like, let's do this, let's shoot for the stars, let's make $1 million, let's go. And he's like, whoa.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
There's like 10 things. There's like 10 things you gotta think about.
That's what do that for me.
There you go. It's 10 things you gotta think about before you do that. And he's got a network in places where I don't have a network. Don't get me wrong, my network game is strong. Mm-hmm. I got a t-shirt out right now that says network makes the check work because I definitely believe it and I teach networking. Because a lot of people don't know how to network. Some of them are just shy, some of them don't know how. Like they don't mind talking to somebody, but they don't know how to talk about themselves.
Have a conversation with anybody.
You pretty much. I talk to the wall, to the paint pills.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What?
I talk to the wall, to the paint pill.
I'm a poet. Words are what I do, no matter how you chop it up.
That poet that thing a few times.
Right, I feel like you want to drop a few lines or something.
You want to drop something. You okay. I'll let you take
I got a little bit of charge.
Get what you got going.
I was completely dead when I came walk in.
This man's, I guess we about to get some fire. I hope it's some fire.
I got a poem.
He said new shit.
Yeah.
I want to hear some new shit.
And
if you ever been to a poetry slam, new shit is like, never mind.
Hey, go ahead and shout. Tell them where to find you first. So we didn't do that. Tell them where to find you.
Okay. Hey, that's hard. I gotta pick 2. I got like 4 Instagram pages, Facebooks. But anyway, at Champ Brand Clothing on IG. Okay. Also on IG, I'm brand new page. We just started a whole social justice initiative with art called the Uncommon Creative. That's CR, the number 8 TIF. Uncommon Creative. That's 2 words. On Facebook at Champ Brand Clothes. Somebody else had my name. I didn't care. What I didn't tell you guys is CHAMP is an acronym. CHAMP stands for Cool, High-Ass, Mellow People.
Cool, high-ass, mellow people. I'm Champ, baby.
Yeah, so
I'm a motherfucking champ.
That Facebook one was Champ Brand what?
Clothes.
On
Facebook.
Okay, so listen, you've been spitting bars about the legalization. Let me hear these bars.
Hold on, give me a second.
You was always dead.
It's about to be loud too when it comes along. Shout out to Motorola. Loudest phone on the planet.
I'm so done. And that Instagram one more time so I'm putting it all in the comments.
At Uncommon Creative, CR8 TIF.
So listen, I'm gonna take the time to shout out the God Flow Show. My nigga Cheddar the God from the God Flow Show. He working right now. I was telling him to come get on camera, you a shout out, but he working right now. Shout out to my dude. Like when you Cheddar, you on iTunes, you on SoundCloud.
You can find me in your mom's phone on the Big Dick Willie. You can follow the show, SoundCloud.com/The God Flow Show. We're on iTunes, Google Music. Check out the website, TheGodFlowShow.com. Follow us, Facebook.com/The God Flow Show. Thank you.
Yeah, my man Cheddar.
And of course, your favorite plus size model, the only Sasha J. You can find me at IG at the only Sasha J, Facebook Sasha Jenkins. And Snapchat, suck my cock, Eunice. Don't ask no fucking questions, just follow.
Hey, see, listen, me, I keep it simple. You can find me on everything at Sean Q Pics. I made it simple for my people because I love y'all. No, y'all ain't got time. So it's at Sean Q Pics for everything. Thank you for, listen, prom, I'm almost booked up for far as the shoot, so right here, I got a few more slots. The Chester almost filled up. So if y'all looking for some shoots, like, you better get them in quick. So listen, at Sean Q Pics, that's Styles and Wear Photography and Film, the mother of all this shit. Let's get it.
Here you go. You ready to drop this poem? No, burnt up. Oh, it's
I thought he had died on you.
Somebody follow me. I got like 4 Instagram notifications already.
That's what's up.
Hey, oh, no, no.
That
You had to try to pull
nigga
yourself
going. Quinn, you all on camera. I just want you to know. I just seen you walk by.
And this thing is in real time.
Yeah, like this.
Not really. It's a
really.
little
It got a little
delay.
lag. So if I don't see what y'all be saying real quick, just know it got a little lag on it.
And you might just send it twice. Just saying.
That's what I did when I was trying to get on the show. Like, I commented like 6 times about Champ Brand. They finally saw it, and they were like, "That's what's up. Hit us up after the show."
Hey,
That's what you gotta do. You gotta, what is it? Persistence.
yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of people hit me about wanting to come on the show. It's just like I ask the same question every time. That's what we're gonna talk about. I don't know. I thought you had the topic.
No,
See, nah, you guys
that's
come on
not
the
how
show
it
then.
works.
That's not how it works. We have to have a not that I need to come up with all the ideas, or you need to come up with what your show's
It
about.
needs to be collaborative.
But I want to have a conversation. I care about what you got going on. I want to push what you got going on. But I'm more so here for the conversation more than anything. That's why when I was talking to him, I was telling him how I felt about the shortcomings of what could happen with trying to legalize marijuana, because we need to think about those as well so we can get around them
Versus
problems.
just trying to change a rule. Change it because we say it shouldn't be like that.
I think polygamy should be low.
Here you go.
But there's steps we gotta take to get there, people.
Shut the hell up. Yeah, I ain't going back in time with you. Not today. You got yourself.
See, she say that until I say this.
What?
2 husbands, and then she down for it. She
That's
like,
right.
What?
If I could give me, we already did this stuff.
This
If I
new
could give me
shirt,
2
Sasha
men-
ain't shit. So for everybody that be jumping by everybody asking about Sasha, so she just told you had to get out after y'all fuck. How many women tell y'all you got to get the fuck out after y'all fuck?
Hashtag Sasha.
Sasha a savage, man. That's another shirt.
Sasha is savage. Didn't I tell? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, you about to rap now?
I was
Yeah,
trying.
You about to fuck that man poetry up. Whenever you ready, let us know. We just rambling till
So
you get ready.
this poem is not new shit. I can't find a poem I want to do. I'm gonna do it before the end of this recording, but I'm gonna do this one right now. It's called 5 on It.
Okay. 5
Despite
on
the
it.
topic of the show,
How dare that?
5 on It has nothing to do with marijuana.
Okay.
Queen, put 5 on your refinement. Let me upgrade you. I'll get you higher than angels. At angles that reflect the light within you, diamond refractions. If you're not meant for me, you're one hell of a distraction. I got that fire that purifies gold, and you're golden. You have the type of beauty all 3 eyes are beholden. There's no such thing as too loud. So give me 5 as I strive to speak life. You black queen, you make me proud. Mother of all civilization. All you lack is, well, gain patience. Get you some. Your anger maintenance, not quite patience. That ain't it. That's just a controlled descent, and we're striving to elevate. I want this dopamine to cause third eye pupils to dilate at heaven's gate. You are a fiend. You want me to explore your curves, finger your folds, and make you come if I may be so bold. Put your sex ambitions on hold. I can make your knees weaker than stage fright and pleasure you until your expression becomes incoherent mumblings of the things you wanted to say. And if you keep shaking your head at me, I'm going to make you scream yes just to make sure you know the word and what it means. I give you a choice. I make you say my name until you lose your voice, or I'll call it the loss of words that you've been searching for and then find them, but know that find is a keeper, so either way, they'll be mine. Let's take our time. I see through your veils. Your walls I scale, so as I master you like I mastered your pretense, you are defenseless. So submit.
You said that hard as hell.
You are defenseless, so submit. That's kind of lost my spot. Because I hate to tie you up in uncertainty of self. You never saw me coming stealth. So my plan, I humbly submit. I want to stroke mental clits with spoken words and other tongues, penetrate your walls with phallic deep conversation. I want to tease your dreams until your vision blurs in expectancy. Pure ecstasy. I want your heartbeat to quicken while you're next to me. I want to be your muse. Make your thoughts cream loose leaf panties until yes please and yes sir become synonymous to the world. You're an enigma. The true you anonymous. I know you use poetry to imply nudity. That technique is not new to me. You are addicted to anonymity, but I read between the lines you pen to expose flesh to cover up what's within. I don't need to ask 20 questions to see clearly what is before me. Check your reflection, Empress. It's the things you try to hide that continually impress thoughts of you into my mental. I know life's been tough, but I'll be gentle with your heartstrings when composing our melodic rhapsody. If I let you go, you'll come back to me. So do I want to make you come? Yes, violently, to a realization that you are prized beyond what lies between your thighs, and you know this as a concept, but I want to paint this into your experience. So yeah, I'll slowly brushstroke all the things Disney made seem so easy onto the canvas of your reality. Until trauma's masonry is overcome by Joshua Jericho marches of the way it should be and your walls fall. I'll create a masterpiece of possibility that there's a man that will be what you need first, then what you want. And when you're convinced that I am who I say I am, that'll be the day I fuck the shit out of you.
People.
So listen, I wanted to keep it professional today. I tried. But did I do good with my questions?
You did well.
I was keeping it
I was very proud of you.
But sir, this is the greatest relationship debate show.
Yes.
And you took it there.
You did. Who is she?
So I have a set of questions.
Okay.
I have a set of questions that we ask every guest.
Okay.
And
Everybody?
Everybody.
And
Everybody.
please don't lie on
Well,
the
I'm
couch.
somebody.
Like, yeah, don't lie on the couch. It's just the number one rule we have to the couch is don't lie on the couch.
You know I'm a poet, right?
I feel you.
So I'm going to play with those words you just said.
Oh, yeah.
If I were to lie on the couch, my head would be in Sasha's lap. I'm saying.
My guy going to... Hey,
What's
listen.
going on here?
And that wouldn't be a lie. That'd be the
What
truth.
is going on
I want
here,
this
people?
back. I
What is
want
going
this
on?
back. Because, listen, my guy.
Shit.
Give me back. Give it back. Listen, my guy. You got me? That's how you do it. Alright? Stay the fuck out my inbox. You come to the show. You slide just like that.
Have substance, though. Have substance, please.
Slide just like that. But we're going to get back to the motherfucking show. Like I said, I have a series of questions. It's called Forgivable or Unforgivable. You in a relationship?
I'm not.
You're not. So if you were in a
No,
relationship.
wait. I am. It's brand new, though. I forgot.
Oh, you fucking up.
Only
So
two
dump
people
your
watch
ass.
this show anyway, so you don't do it. Yeah, only two people watch it. Okay, so
I'm going to tell you why I forgot. She told me no for so long. When she said yes, I thought she said no
hey,
again.
listen. And that's where that last line comes from. I'm about to fuck the shit out of you.
Right.
Fuck the shit because you told me no.
You
Fuck
told me
the
no.
shit
Fuck
out
the
of you.
shit out of you.
Okay. So forgivable or unforgivable.
Okay.
Your lover, your sweetie, your baby, she decided to have an outside baby. Forgivable or unforgivable?
Forgivable. It's not that hard for me. Anything is forgivable.
Oh, anything.
Anything.
Oh,
is
shit.
forgivable.
Anything's forgivable.
Is he sure?
I was engaged to a woman that cheated on me with my best friend.
Oh, Lord.
And you forgave her.
And I forgave her the first time.
Okay.
When she cheated on me with somebody else, then it was time to go.
Oh, shit. This bitch is old.
Hey, Mike, I got you soon as the show over. What's up, Auntie? I see you commenting. Wow.
Lord.
Okay.
I might have to
That's
censor myself when Auntie's watching.
Nah, Auntie raw and all.
We
that,
never
bro.
censor on this show, huh?
Okay, listen. Shit. I
Right.
My next question, you might say forgivable for this too. Your mate giving you a curable STD.
I thought you were gonna ask me all things I've experienced.
Let's switch it up.
Curable? I'm having a hard time. See, I'm an artist, so what I do, I'm also an actor. I do method acting. So when I think, I try to put myself in a position, but I can't even put myself in that position. Cause I like them girls who don't come out the house, don't talk to nobody. That's what I did. That's what I started liking after the girl that cheated on me. So
I like that you said that. I'm gonna tell you about what I like.
You wanna do it now? You wanna wait?
I'll wait till you finish the questions now.
Okay.
So I can't really even get myself in that headspace, but I'm gonna say because of the nature of who I am,
unforgivable.
It's forgivable. Like if we can walk away from it, it's forgivable.
Okay. So you can walk away from that. Can you walk away from her cheating with multiple partners? Nah,
that's my limit. It depends. Did I find out about them all at once, or did she cheat on me? Tell me it wasn't gonna happen again. Then there's another, or was it like, yeah baby, I cheated on you with like 5
fuck that. You found out 5 niggas been dogging.
I'm a hoe. So basically, I'm a hoe. Because, I mean, that's going to be my thought. Because most women, it's a kid in this house. Like,
yeah, you Gucci. But
oh, okay.
Got a TV on.
Most women,
headphones on.
I mean, and I know guys talk, but, you know, I'm a poet. And I write from my real life situation. So, and I got a lot of nasty poems. And so what I'm saying is I'm about that life. So if she felt like she needed to, but she just insatiable anyway. And I couldn't do it. And if I can't do it, no one can. So, I mean, it's going to take 10 people.
Confidence.
She must gonna forgive a CDV. Don't get domestic violence is not funny. I'm sorry. With everything that's going on, don't shut my show down.
Right.
Because y'all are feminists out here strong. Listen, that's funny though. Domestic violence is not funny, but that fucking quote was funny. She must gonna forgive a CDV.
I can't.
Oh, okay, good. Back to the questions. That's too funny. Alright, so you can't deal with multiple partners. Can you deal with her having a long, ongoing affair with one man?
It's a no-brainer.
So you just gonna forgive everything.
Yeah, god damn it, my guy. So listen,
it depends on the woman because the type of women I date, and this is if I'm gonna tell the world, this is the place to do it on CouchTalk.
CouchTalk. You already gave us an exclusive. Let's get it.
I've lived a lot of other places in Charlotte, and while I've never been active on the scene in Charlotte, I can't believe I'm about to say this on Facebook Live, but I'm not a swinger, but I'm a lifestyle dominant. Which, in some cases, those worlds cross. It's the real, because 50 Shades of Grey is bullshit, but it's the real 50 Shades of Grey.
Lifestyle dominant.
Yeah, and the reason I say lifestyle is because there's people who play at that, and then there's people who that is their lifestyle.
So you in real life every day grab a bitch by the back of the neck?
I mean, not every day. I'm in a long distance relationship, but
if you had the opportunity, you'd be grabbing bitches by the back of the neck.
Hey, listen, you remember last week we had the 25 ways to spice up the love life?
Yeah.
I used one.
Did it work?
Hell yeah.
What'd you do?
Hell yeah, that don't touch me shit. Don't fucking touch me. I ain't gonna tell him what happened.
I can tell by how he's sitting in the seat. Y'all can't see it, but he about to fall. Oh yeah, y'all can. You see him about to fall out that seat thinking about
don't fucking touch me.
How that
shit work. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a selfish motherfucker as it is, and I think I'm the best thing since sliced bread sometimes. That shit worked for me. It worked. Don't touch me, goddamn. Keep your goddamn hands off me.
You was making hands and everything.
Don't touch me, goddamn. Woo! That shit worked. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I'm happy for you.
Don't fuck so lifestyle.
You know what Oprah said, right? Figure out what you're supposed to be doing and get about the business of doing it. That's masterclass right there.
Well, damn. I want to get back to you saying that you like women that stay in the house, don't go nowhere, don't do nothing.
Yeah, we never get through the questions.
No, because
somebody will say something, they be like, wait a minute.
Right, it hit me because we was in the car and we was talking about having you a nice thing they call a lame. How lame you can benefit from a lame.
Oh, we did talk about that.
A lame nigga, a lame bitch. They're the best to have. They're always available. There's nothing for them to do but to think about you. Get you a lane.
You gotta have life fucking with me. Fuck that.
But see,
Well,
wait. I'm gonna add to that.
What you gonna add?
You gotta get you a lane with resources.
Oh.
Okay. Talk that talk. Okay.
Because with in and out of the lifestyle I choose to participate in, I don't date women who have money and means because I need their money and means. I date women with money and means because I feel like if I date someone who, feminists beware, this is about to tread on a yellow line.
I'm having a feminist on the show.
Someone who has less than me, does less than me, then because of my already dominant personality, it's gonna be a thing where it's just a doormat, and that's everybody has this idea of a sex slave, somebody can just tell what to do and they do it, and that's not really realistic in any situation, even those types. But when it's lopsided, it's like if you don't, you know what I got all the power.
Do anything. Nigga got his mouth shitted in, so I believe you can tell the motherfucker to do anything you want to do. And they'll do it.
Nah, because everybody has a limit. It's just some people's limit is.
Hey, listen, I want to get back to you, because when you said that you could deal with a person that had a full-blown affair, my nigga Mike said exactly what I was thinking. That might be worse. Long and ongoing. That's emotional attachment. That ain't emotional attachment. That ain't just a fling. That's damn near a relationship. So you can deal with your mate having a whole nother relationship.
I mean, I've been in open relationships and polyamorous relationships. So.
Okay, but those are agreements that y'all have made already.
Okay, I wasn't trying to take it here, but I really wasn't trying to.
You ain't trying to do a lot, but we
going.
going.
All right.
But my sister. Shout out to the Revolutionary Action Movement. Shout out to the Smile Campaign. My sister Ty said when I met her, she said to me, she said, "Your ego is not your amigo," which is something I already knew, but I had never heard it said like that. That's a nice brief way to say it. And when you talk about the ego, people have an idea of what the ego is, but when you talk about it from a standpoint of the ego being central to how, or the lack thereof being central to how you live your life, I don't start with the premise that I'm owed anything. Therefore, whatever happens, happens. And so, if I'm with a woman and it's good for a week and then it's all bad, the way I see it is, I'm nobody more or less important than the next person. If that can happen to you, it can happen to me. So.
Oh shit! Oh, that's a way of thinking.
So, it's not this devastating thing when it happens. The question becomes, is whatever hardship, emotional worth the continuation? And because of me and my value of other people, to me, it's like it is what it is. Now, the nature of the relationship might change. Yeah. I might back up, check out with my feelings. We might not even be, but you asked me about forgiveness. You didn't ask me about staying in a relationship. Right. And not even staying in a relationship. This is where guys trip me out. And mind you, I have a group of friends that vary in age from 20 to 35, but we all relate at some point with something. So a lot of my younger part of my group of friends, they like to judge women based on stuff that can change. I'm never gonna look at a woman and say I can't be with her because did you see her hair? Well, that makes no sense to me. That makes zero sense to me. That makes zero sense to me because hair can be cut, hair can be changed. I know a girl who get a new hairdo every 2 days. She a hairstylist, and I don't know how they make money because all her hairstylist friends they be doing each other's hair. I don't know how they make money. They just be passing around the same $80 to each other all week. But yeah. So or because she's first of all, before I even say this, shout out to the big girls. I love me a big girl.
One time for the big girl.
Right. But even if it's something like, first of all, I'm never going to say I can't be with her because of something that can't change. There's something that can change. Now, that's physical attributes because there's plenty of women I said she cute, but
what about a broke motherfucker? They can change, but they just ain't going to change at the time that you're ready for them to change. Because you on the grind. You don't need nobody broke bagging you down.
Here's the thing. That's all about where I am in life. When I had...
never in.
You're right. That's all about where I am in life right now. Because of where I am in life, money is energy. And when you learn that and treat it like energy, then you'll see it's a whole different experience with money. And when you're dealing with somebody who doesn't understand that, which typically people with money, now there are exceptions to that, without money, don't understand what money is and how it really moves. So when you're with someone that does not understand that, they are literally, their energy affects your energy, and your energy affects your money. So it's all about.
That's something to think about.
Cause think about it.
I'm changing niggas. I am changing niggas. That's what it is. That's what my stock went down, Sean.
Holy shit!
I need to get my stock back up.
Your stock went down because you started fucking with niggas that ain't have.
He ain't got the energy. He fucking up my energy. My energy going,
That's something to think about.
That's
niggas. Interesting.
I'm changing niggas.
Is that something learned through experience or you just seen it on the outside looking in?
Well, see, I got OGs in my camp, and I say that not necessarily. Now, I got some like bona fide gangsters in my camp too, but I say OG as in been in the game, know the game, and know it well.
Okay.
And I spent a great deal of time listening to Nation of Islam, 5%ers, pastors even, just people who had been around and dealing with people. Again, don't know why I'm saying this on live, but I'm just feeling they just got an atmosphere where it makes you want to talk. So it's a good vibe in here. I have high functioning autism, so the social cues that most people just get, I don't get. So in an effort to learn them, I spend a lot of time, even though I'm a talker, I can talk and watch at the same time. And I spend a lot of time talking. I spend a lot of time really getting to see and watching people's mannerisms, people's thought processes, just how people move, what motivates them. Because otherwise, I was lost. So if I couldn't read it on your face, read it in your behavior, I wasn't just gonna get it because when people say this, they feeling this type of way. Because that just didn't come to me.
Is that something that you overcame, or you still dealing with it?
I deal with it every day. Like, anybody who really knows me is gonna be like, yeah, Reece is one weird motherfucker, but we fuck with him though.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, and that's just is what it is. Like,
did marijuana help with that at all?
I think what it did is it put me in a space where I wasn't so conscious about my differences. Mm-hmm. So it allowed me to get out of my mind on my differences and really see what it was I was trying to see.
Okay.
Because truth be told, I hope my mama don't watch this. I've been smoking a lot longer than she knows that I've been smoking. So yeah, I knew I was equipped for a job in the CIA because the way I was, man, that was some covert shit when I was smoking when I was in the house.
In the house?
In the house.
We had a dog, right? Man, that dog never got walked till I started smoking. That dog got walked 3-4 times a day when I started smoking.
Come on, little doggy. Time for.
Okay, then. So would you say that's a reason that you're pushing so hard for the legalization of it because it helped?
I think it's a couple of things. The main thing is what we already talked about. I think it's fucked up the way minorities, poor white people get locked up disproportionately than white people who got bread.
Fact.
So that's my main thing. But then you got people who are moving whole life existences to places where it's legal because my baby girl got seizures. She's having 23 seizures a day, and when I give her CBDs, she doesn't have any for months at a time. She goes so it's like, how long in the name of, because another historical thing about it, William Hearst was a newspaper guy. He owned a bunch of newspapers all over the country. He also owned timber interests because, I mean, it made sense. Newspaper printed papers in the name. Yeah. Trees make paper. Well, when he realized hemp could put paper out of business, he got with a guy named Henry J. Anslinger, who was the drug czar at the time. And he said, yo, I got bread. We need to do something about this hemp. Because
hemp did everything.
I own acres on acres on acres of forest, and I'm not trying to have a bunch of worthless land. So what they did is they got together. You control the paper. At the time, wasn't no TV, wasn't no Facebook. The people got their information from newspapers. He owned like 65 newspapers. So he basically controlled what people saw. And that's where they started spreading the lies I previously talked about black men being aggressive towards white women when they smoked. And they had something called Reefer Madness. He wrote an article in Reader's Digest.
Made it racial and all
kind of and all kind of stuff. Just lies on lies on lies. They couldn't have sat on the couch. They was lying out their teeth.
But nah, like we understand, like, marijuana is what you don't say. Cannabis is illegal for the wrong reason because it does way more help than it does harm. Like, as you said, kids, it's medicine out there for kids that's doing it. It helps people with their anxiety issues. It may not cure your weight loss because you will get the munchies, but it depends on what type of weed you smoke. Right. But it just has way more positive effects than it does negative. And with the criminalization of it is just straight stupid because now you're making it legal and all that. I feel like if all the people that are locked up for weed right now and they legalize it, like, you gotta let them people out. That's true. But what would happen if you let all those people who's been locked up for so long out at one time?
If that's their fucking income, what do they go back to?
But I'm just saying, what about people that has been institutionalized, so to say, and you're letting the mass of those people out at one time? Should it be steps to when they get out, or should it just be like everybody's free? That's
what you're asking about is I believe, I'm a little tired right now. I believe it's called recidivism. And recidivism is the idea that of how many people going back to the penal system after they've been freed. Yeah, so whether that's parole, parole, or they're just out, serve their time, and then do something else to come back. And I think a lot of that stems from the way the penal system is set up. If I had a homeboy, he came home, he couldn't even sleep on him. Like he was like, yeah, I would go out, but I'm sleepy. Like, cause he was on the sleep patterns of a prison, so he waking up at 5, going to bed at 9,
eating like this and shit.
Right, right. You walk up behind him, he's spinning around, ready to fight. Like, won't wear nothing but flip flops cause shoes just don't feel right on his feet. A laced up pair of sneakers don't feel right on his feet. So I think, and they have halfway houses, but I think opportunity and a reacclimation to life as a free person. Yeah. Because, I mean, I was looking at something the other day, dude wrongly accused, he went in like the 80s and he just got out and he's like, oh my fucking God, the whole world changed. I don't know how to, he couldn't even use a cell phone because when he went in, all they had was
because I've seen it a few times. I'm gonna tell you, I've seen it a few times because the way fashion and shit done changed. Like, my brother came home dressed in like 2001. I was like, my nigga, what you doing? Like, he wasn't ready.
Ain't right,
we had to talk to him about it. So like that can fuck it up even more. If you dressing like that, you ain't gonna get the pussy. So now you wanna go do some dumb shit because you can't get the pussy. So like the legal, like they need to decriminalize this shit because it can fuck up getting pussy.
Or
Cause niggas is dressing
let
like
them all out at once is also giving them the opportunity to do things that they wouldn't normally do because they don't know how else to do. They don't know how else to function in life.
Yeah, and you can't decriminalize it and still allow the jobs to not hire you because of it.
Right,
because
that's true too.
I'm all for ban the box, which is the box that says, "Have you ever been convicted of a felony?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for that.
Well, once you do that, you can't ask me that question because technically it's not a felony no more. No, it's legal. So hell no, I ain't never done shit. I'm a no
Gotta
doer
erase
here.
my record too.
Yeah, you gotta erase that, baby. That don't exist no more.
I mean, I agree with it. The question is, and I'm gonna pose the question just like my professor posed it to me. These are great ideas. These are great, and I know y'all asked the question. I'm on y'all's couch, but this is real, and I'm even asking your viewers who are watching, like what? At what point do we stop having ideas and we start taking action? Because clothing line, to me, that's light work. I ain't gonna put my government out there, but if I were to, and you look me up, I got 6 trespassing charges and 4 failure to disperse. They only give you failure to disperse when you're protesting. Trespassing is because I kept going back to the same place that I was banned from to keep protesting. Cause so clothing line, that's all well and fine, but at some point, and what people don't realize, and I'm just going to use the civil rights movement to make my point. Martin Luther King was sent to Montgomery as, "Oh, you just graduated, you young man, preacher, you just graduated, you new to this. Let's send you to some place out the way to get to earn your stripes, so to speak." Just happened not to go that way. Bus boycotts were a big deal. It was one of the major things in the civil rights movement. He led that. He blew up. But I think a lot of times we take his nonviolent stance and we sissify him. And that's the best way I know how to say it. Because he also said, we always do the "I have a dream" speech, but in the speech he gave right before he died, he was condemning. He said I would be in error if I were to stand before you and condemn riots, because riots are the language of the unheard. In other words, you don't like riots, so you want me to condemn them, but you did this. Because when they were peaceful, you didn't hear them. And I always say, no. Nobody can ever do it. And if you can, my hat's off to you. You know some history I don't. And right now I'm taking a history class just because I like history. So if you know some history I don't, that's impressive.
Martin had an armory. Motherfuckers don't know that. Martin had an armory full of weapons.
But check this out. Name me one revolution that occurred without violence.
None. That's why I'm ready for this shit to happen now.
So if you're not hitting them in their pockets or hitting them in their face, it ain't gonna get done.
Fact.
So here's one way we can change things. Cause guess what? Black motherfuckers buying weed in Colorado. They buying weed. I've been out there.
They going on trips.
Yeah, right. So you want to change aspects of legalization laws? Mm-hmm. There you go. Stop buying it. Not only do you now we done fixed a lot of things. Now your weed man back in business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you putting economic pressure on the people who are making the laws, because what's gonna happen is, if the 3 of us represent the situation, you own a dispensary, I get to be a good guy because this is my scenario. You own a dispensary and you make the laws, and I stop shopping with you, and I represent a group of black people in a given, then they're gonna say, you gonna tell her, yo, my money's fucked up. So give them what they want so they come back to me, because I need what's in their pocket.
The money will run it.
My tree can't sit here and spoil. Somebody got to smoke it. And bro, if they ain't coming, then I ain't nothing. So you need to get to it. But what they want? Then negotiation starts, right? Change comes, huh?
Right, there you go.
I'll take it.
So I'm a firm believer in, and here's my shameless plug. If you are an artist who has a piece or is willing to write a piece, and I say artists because I'm talking about singers, poets, painters even, write or produce a piece that has to do with social justice in any form. On the 28th of April, we are doing the Clock Tower Cipher for Social Justice at Winston-Salem State, right in the middle of campus at the Clock Tower. I told you I was radical. I'm probably going to get in trouble for doing it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just being honest. I mean, y'all won't get in trouble because y'all punks anyway. When they say leave, y'all going to leave, so y'all won't get in trouble. But me, I'm going to stay, finish my cipher with whoever else got the balls to stay.
You know me. You said y'all, we ain't talking me. But, y'all put that out there, but keep going.
But so, we're gonna do it. It's an unauthorized event in the middle of campus. But I did it that way because as much as I love my school, as great as my experience being around has been, there is a culture there that kind of likes the status quo. Because the status quo got people with money in their pockets, people with power, and they don't like anything young people are doing. So, yeah, so we're going to do that. But yeah.
Get it done. Get it down.
Okay, listen, is there anything huh?
What time is it?
Oh, it's noon. We start at noon on the 28th.
Okay.
April 28th at noon.
Yeah, a week after the best day in the year. Exactly 1 week.
Exactly 1 week.
Exactly.
420, my birthday, and it's y'all's birthday too, because y'all gonna celebrate like it's your birthday.
Listen, just don't take off work, alright? That's not smart.
That's not smart. Just go to work and do it after.
Just go to work. No, do it at work. Just put some Visine in.
Look, you giving bad advice.
Oh, bad.
I said Visine so many times today. I think he might need to take out some stock in the company. What is that? Pfizer?
Or Visine, you should come get sponsored by CouchTalk Podcast so we can keep it going. Get Visine, let's get money. And I need lotion. Nigga, talk. You know
you
me.
all got the Visine and the lotion on
Visine, lotion.
Stick your blunt in the straw. Don't put your fingers on it. You can still smell it on your fingertips. Just put that bitch in the straw.
Use
too bad that don't work.
hand sanitizer.
The straw don't work.
No, that works. I was about to say something else. Never mind.
Talk that talk.
Use your straw, baby. Don't touch the blunt. Don't touch the roll up. Put your fingers on the straw.
That smell be to my fingers too, like that.
Oh, the smell gets on your fingers through the straw?
No. He heard what I said. I think she might have too.
Went way over my head.
It's okay.
Put your fingers on the straw.
It's okay.
Don't touch the blunt on the straw. That's it. That's the advice for Sasha J, and I don't even smoke.
Use hand sanitizer. Get maximum red Visine.
How to get high.
Axe and lotion your hands. Lotion your hands, then
I
hand
work for
sanitizer.
myself. I ain't gotta hide.
That's right. Scented. You need don't wear all that heavy scented stuff. All that heavy scented rose petal perfume. I don't want to smell you like rose at your desk. Okay.
How to get high without them knowing.
As long as you do those things and remain calm.
Remain calm and focus.
Get high.
Don't be all the way over in La La Land when they come around and start talking to you.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring this bitch back full circle.
Mm-hmm.
How fucking dare they try to keep motherfucking marijuana illegal? It's not going to happen. It's coming. Just get on the motherfucking boat. I know you said you're a Christian. It was your people who started this war.
Oh, God.
Can I be honest with you?
Let's go.
Can I be honest with you? You said you were a history major.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you chop that word up, that's his story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't study his story. I study my story. But,
Okay. Okay.
There's a lot of things, and this really don't have nothing to do with anything. I'm about to just drop some knowledge on your viewers.
I like it.
So, a couple of things that irk my nerves about people who call themselves Christians, because I actually don't identify as a Christian. I just wasn't trying to explain all of that. I identify as a follower of the teachings of Christ because it was all about love, and I identify with that. But the word Christian as you've been using is spot on. I'm not offended or anything. Like you're right. Christianity, where it is today, is convoluted and messed up. But you know, my Bible has a few more books than the Bible.
Very true.
Most people who call
that was my first history class. I'm a history major, so that was my first history class. The intro to
I've read the Maccabees, the Book of Thomas, the Book of Enoch. I've read all of those. But even without all of that, I just, for instance, here's one of my biggest ones. If Jacob slept with the wrong woman and therefore he was married to her in the eyes of God, how can you tell me not to have sex outside of marriage? How does that work? There's a lot of things that Christian people say that when you actually read the Bible, it ain't so. Another one is when they talk about how poor Jesus was. Jesus had 12 ballers following him. How do we know? How do we know? Bible says when he called Simon Peter left the boats with the servants. Servants were actually slaves. That was just, they try to clean it up in the English version, but he left his boats with his slaves. You don't own a whole nother human being unless you got bread. You don't own multiple boats unless you got bread. So then people always, when I'm having this discussion, say, well, why did Jesus trade him for 30 pieces of silver? Where at the point that he traded him for 30 pieces of silver, he had already seen Jesus run into a crowd to escape a crowd. He literally went ghost on them. Like, they were reaching for him, and they were reaching their hands straight through him. So Judas was just greedy. He was like, shit, they not going to get him anyway. I kiss him on the cheek and tell him what's up.
Hey, my nigga, listen, I know they can't touch you, right?
Oh,
They
right.
offer me 30 pieces of silver right now, my G.
Right.
Right now.
I'm going to get this money.
You
Just
keep moving on them niggas like you been doing. Let me get paid. We good. Bet.
But, you believe the narrative. It was a higher purpose in him getting caught and saving the whole world and all of that. So he allowed himself to be caught.
So
but
you deal with facts.
But yeah, I deal heavily with facts, and that's why I appreciate the person I study under now, because before he was a pastor, he was a Navy SEAL. He takes the same discipline of a SEAL and applies it to
some real motherfuckers.
Yeah, and I'm just keep it real. A lot of people ain't gonna like this. I go to a church where the third in command, because it's the pastor, then his wife. The pastor, he's over a group of churches, and then his wife is the pastor of our church, and then the third person in the hierarchy is a gay man, an openly gay man, and people don't like that. But we got a time frame we trying to stay in, but I can tell you where God ain't even tripping about that. But
hey, it's crazy that you say that.
You done got it going.
He done got it going. So yesterday I was having this exact same conversation. Should we accept the fact that men can be in love with men or women can be in love with women? The motherfucker sat in my face and said, it's okay for women to like women, but it's not okay for men to like men. Well, motherfucker, it's the same goddamn thing.
Belief?
Well, while he said that, without us paying any attention, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Malcolm Moore, but the Malcolm Moore song starts playing on the motherfucking television. Now, if that ain't some creepy shit, then I don't know what is. Like, what is the coincidence? How is that possible?
I don't know. Your man over here, he looked like he typed quick. He could have been orchestrated if he was sitting there.
No. I wasn't here. I was with some other people.
Oh,
but how can we be having this random conversation where he said, God said that gay is not the way, but it's okay for women. And then Malcolm Moore starts playing on the fucking TV, motherfuckers holding hands, jumping in water, and I can't change it even if I try type shit. I was like, well, there you go. That's your answer.
Here's the thing. This is where I don't get hung up in the is it a sin or isn't it a sin? Because honestly, I believe it is a sin, but I also believe lying is a sin, cheating is a sin, fornicating. Caveat here: fornicating has nothing to do with sex. Coming back to this, if you want me to explain it, I will, but I'm trying to answer what you just said.
Let's go.
Fornication has nothing to do with sex. It's actually a misnomer. It's a misconception about fornicating, because fornication is sexual idolatry, but that's a whole nother thing. But to answer your question, personally, I don't get caught up in the is it a sin or is it not. If you sat down or kept from participating in church events every sinner, you wouldn't have church. And
He forgive everything anyway, so if you want to get fucked in the butt, get it.
I can't.
My co-host
If the
is fucking out of control. Out of control, people.
Someone's calling me.
My bad, I'm just saying. Like, listen, I used to think that too. Chill, let me get my camera back. I used to think that shit too. Like, I didn't think it was a sin, like, if two dudes did it, but I was like, that's fucking nasty as shit. Like, two beards rubbing up against each other. But as I got older, I just stopped giving a fuck. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. So, like, if it's like, because I used to ask homosexuals, like, how do you still believe in Christ? It's like, I mean, he condemns it, and that's not how he feels it should go. But now I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, because he's going to forgive you anyway. If you're going to forgive a pedophile or a child rapist or anything and still let them into the gates of heaven, you want to get fucking ass, and just go on about your business. Get your wings, motherfucker.
I say you like what you like, you do what you do. Whatever makes your
But
life
no
go forward
disrespect to
and don't
anything,
make
but,
it go
you know,
backwards.
just
Go
all
ahead and
about
do
it.
it. Just do what you want.
Let me cut you out.
And my other thing is, who says? I always ask that question. Who the fuck says? Everybody trying to look for a reason. That's why they use Google. They have to have something that says. Who the fuck says?
You know,
Who the fuck says that what they say is right? That's the kind of questions I ask. I don't know. I'm always left in this limbo of like, I live my best life by what I say. You know, what I think is right. I don't know why the fuck you looking over here to find an answer that you don't know. That's not real. That's an opinion. You can make your own opinion. You know that, right? It's a possibility. You can say. I say. Just like me, you know.
What did Michael say? He said, I overstand.
He understands that you are an analytical individual. Speaking of which, because you like to analyze things and go for the gut and the fact of everything, do you lack common sense? Do you think you lack common sense?
I think I think I don't lack common sense, but I think I allow the pursuit of knowledge sometimes I choose the pursuit of knowledge over common sense.
I mean,
for a long time, I was broke because I just wouldn't do what I needed to do to make money. Yeah. All the skill sets, graphic designer, I'm a photographer. I don't really take pictures anymore because I really just don't like editing photos. I feel like there's no offense.
No,
not enough.
I'm looking for.
There's not enough creativity in the back end process for me. The creativity is in capturing the photo, but then I don't really want to fuck with the lighting for 10 minutes. I'm good on that. I hate Lightroom. I hate levels in Photoshop. I mean, and that's probably way too technical for most of the people watching this. But Sean knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I mean, I didn't ask you if you like common sense to insult you, but just because you said you didn't pick up on social cues. Sometimes a lot of things within social lives have to do with common sense. So does that mean that you lack that part?
I'm gonna say, you gotta look at the word. And I hate to be analytical answering a question about
There
common sense, but common denotes something that is communal in nature.
Okay.
You know, if we all smoke, we have something in common because we all do it. But the nature of what I struggle with says that it is not common for me. So, do I lack common sense or do I lack a common literal sense that the sense that you get when you dealing with people in a social? I just don't have it.
This motherfucker just broke down almost shit like that. You just gonna tear it apart, huh? Just gonna tear it up like that.
And I mean, I'm just being real because I designed a T-shirt a long time ago, and it was a washing machine, and it had a circle around the dial, and it said the only place normal is found in the world. And I believe that the only place that normal is found in the world is on the washing machine, because we're all different. So in a sense, we have things in common, but there's no two people that are alike
enough to set this standard.
Right, to set the standard of normal, because you know, it's some people that shit backwards.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, somebody out there do it. I'm looking at your face. Your face is funny.
Oh my God.
I said it for the shock value.
Motherfucking shit back. I'm gonna try it. Hey, I'm gonna try it.
No, you're not, because I have to clean that shit up.
No. You shit backwards. All you gotta do is just go on the toilet straight, like you pissing, but you just sit down and you shit backwards. That's what you were talking about?
Yes, that's
Okay.
okay. I did not expect us to describe what shit is backwards.
When you said shit backwards, I thought about
Coming out your mouth?
Coming out your mouth.
Okay, wow. Why?
But that just means you dead, basically. Like,
If you backed up that far, that ain't constipation. They need a new
officially
name for
ended.
that.
I'm just saying.
But
Okay.
anyway.
You say break it down, boy.
Oh, what's up, Rizzy? I know him.
Oh, you know him? Okay.
Yeah.
This is deja vu like a motherfucker. It just happened.
I know Rizzy too. Well, I don't know him, but I've had a lot of conversations with him.
Well, if you know dope music in Charlotte, you know Rizzy. Shout out to Rizzy Raps. You know?
Shout out to Rizzy Raps.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm a fan.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're gonna wrap this motherfucker
Yeah,
up.
we hit the time. Okay, so we done hit the time. Listen, April 28th. There's a lot going on April 28th. I got something going on. He got something going on. What you got going on? Let's talk about you first.
The Cypher.
The Cypher.
The Clock Tower Cypher for social justice. Since Rizzy's watching, I definitely am about to hit you up when we get off this live, because I definitely want you there, because I know you got pieces that fit the whole thing. But anyway, yeah, artists, doesn't matter, visual performing, we just gonna come together and create content so that you can reach people with what it is you're passionate about in terms of social justice.
And what you got going on April 28th, co-host?
No. First, I'm going to go ahead and get this money out the way. We got bills to pay. April 28th, we got Power with Dreams for Sale, Deal or No Deal, Indie Artist Showcase. Everybody can be a winner. Every artist has a chance to win it all. This is hosted by Cranman Otto. They have a panel of judges, D-Sip, King Keach, Queen Bernice Hughes, and there's going to be at Carolina Hall, 119 College Street, Chester, South Carolina, 29706. For more info, call 678-439-7117. Listen, if you are an artist in the South Carolina, Charlotte region, I promise you this is a place where you can go so you can get, like, a lot of shit. Like, we talking about 30-day video promotion, 24-hour studio session with Hood Rich producer. Worldwide promo, free performance in ATL, photo shoot by EMD photography, and the motherfucking list goes on. I'm not about to read it, alright? It's a lot of shit that you can get. So if you're in the area, sign up for that shit. You got a chance to win it all. Everybody can be a winner. You're going to get seen by somebody. So get there. Also, prom going on April 28th for all the kids out there that's about to graduate. And a nigga love taking pictures. Alright? I love the editing too. Not really. But we going to get it. So if we still got a few more slots left, go ahead and book your slot, Rock Hill, for the 14th, April 14th. We still got a lot of slots out there as well. So, yeah, book your shoot today, Sean Q Pics, 1,000 Word Photography and Film. Sasha.
That was beautiful, co-host, but I have absolutely nothing going on in my life at this very moment. I'm just a normal Joe right now. But I got some amazing stuff coming up. Y'all see it. Y'all know I like to surprise my people. So it's going to pop up. You're going to love it. Everything is everything.
Nigga, your turn. Child of God.
Oh, my turn.
Show.
Nah, I ain't gonna turn the camera on.
Yeah,
But yeah, check out the show, man. The hottest sports and culture talk show on the planet, the Godflow Show, man. We'll be live Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. So make sure y'all tune in. And you know the saying, anybody gets it.
How fucking dare they? We have. What's your last name? Oh, you want your whole government out?
I done said a lot of stuff about myself. I don't know if I want them to know.
So
Reece Johnson.
Reece Johnson.
Reece
Okay,
is not my first name.
Okay, we're going to go with Reece Johnson. Owner, founder, Champ Brand Clothing. Let's get this shit legalized. I'm putting it on you.
Puff, puff, pass, motherfucker.
Pressure.
That ain't no pressure.
Okay.
That's a wave. All I gotta do
Say
is
that.
hop on the board and ride it.
Okay. Well, listen. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Couch Talk Podcast. Since they gonna legalize it, let's partake. We out.